Welcome to the Sports Radio Music Show with me, the Gabby Cabby, on Sports Radio Birmingham at the venue that is number one for live music, the Magic Custard, with the organiser of this fantastic event, Jackie Darcy. Please, Jackie, tell me all about yourself. Tell me why you got involved. Tell me about this event that you've put on today.
Well, Gabby, the event was to raise funds for Beat, who help people with eating disorders. Mm-hmm. I decided that as a lesser known charity, we'd do something for, as I say, lesser known, but because my family's been affected by people with eating disorders. So it was inevitable that, we'd try and raise a bit for them. We're at the Custard House. The event's been 6 months in the planning. A few bits and bobs, hiccups today, but we're getting there.
Jackie, it's live music, it's musicians, there's going to be bloody hiccups, mate.
Well, hiccups, I'm used to it now. I mean, I'm not a big time promoter, but I like to try and do my bit to support the live music scene in Brum, do a bit here and there and get bands on stages. But we've got bands coming in now from Blackburn, that's the Librels. We've got Spacement Apes from Wolverhampton who've just turned up. Yep. Are waiting on others. And Angie, if you're out there, bring us that drum kit, love.
No, that's Angie from Little Liam.
It is.
We've got a bit of a problem with the drum kit.
At the moment.
No, do you know it happens?
It does.
Bands do that. It's like,
of course it does.
I'm a drummer, what do I need? I need a drum.
We need drums, we need drum mics, but we'll get there. As I said, if these bands have to play acoustically at the end of the night, we'll still have a raving time.
And tell me about other stuff that you've done. As I say, this is for Beats. This is a fantastic venue, and I know that you've got so many connections with the unsigned music scene in Birmingham. We spoke the other day and we had a great conversation, so I want to bring some of that out to play and record what you do and your connections.
Well, the connection comes from actually going out to gigs and supporting these bands where and when they're playing and when I can. Obviously, financially it's not always possible, but it's my way of giving something back, and then I know if I organise an event like this, I can say, Little Liam, do you fancy doing it? If they say no, I can go on to someone else. Where the wonderful Dale Hanson's been here this afternoon as well, just dropped in to say hello and have a few drinks and a chat. I'll just do it for the love of music. Yeah. That is my big turn. And when I do other events, it's like a massive buzz. It's my drug that the bands are on stage, they're on my lineup, and wow, everybody's having fun.
How big is the music scene in Birmingham? So I get around, we've got many radio shows. I think it's absolutely massive. We've got some tremendous venues, and this one here, Gary at the Custard House, can talk to Gary later on in the show. He backs you. You approach Gaz, you ask him to put things on. He's just so accommodating.
He's very amicable. He's absolutely fantastic. And what we need now is, and I'm going to make it my intention as well, to help Gary get the Custard House, Birmingham's newest independent music venue, get it right on the map. It may not be in an area people want to go, but once you're through the doors and you're listening to your band, you don't worry what's outside. You're in there, you're having a good time.
Jack, I can look at St Andrews from here, Bab. It's just down the road. This is like the holy land of Birmingham. This is.
Yeah, but it's just
Small Leaf,
some people say, Borsley Green, I don't want to go there. It's like going down, I don't want to go Small Leaf. But we'll all promise at the end of the day, get in there, support the live music scene, because there are a few venues still in Birmingham that's under the noose, they're hanging by a thread, and we need to keep these venues open. We need it.
Give us a name check on some of the bands that you've got. You did mention Little Liam. I'm a big fan of Little Liam. I think Little Liam Garland is an absolute little
He's
star.
A diamond.
He ain't standing there now.
No.
That's all right,
He's a diamond. We've got, what, on tonight?
Yep.
Well,
not just tonight though, but what you've had during the day, because this has gone on really from midday to midnight.
We started off with young Anthony Price.
Yep.
Did his half-hour set. Absolutely cracking young lad. Uprising talent.
What style?
Anthony's very indie. He likes to add a bit of his own twists a bit on the 60s stuff.
Sure.
And then we went into Jane James, a wonderful soulful voice. Jane herself, she does some covers. She's done an amazing cover of Wuthering Heights. Not Kate Bush's Screech, but more soulful. Yeah. Absolutely knocked out the room. Craig Lennon Merrick, I think you know Craig, don't you? And the family came down to support him. I'm just trying to think, it's been a long afternoon. The Todd father, Todd Dye.
Okay.
Did a corking set. Kev Nicholson
Yep.
from the Coopers.
Kev's still here. I'm going to have a chat with Kev.
We've got Kev Ritchie doing the sound and the DJing for us.
Which is sounding absolutely spot on, I've got to say.
It is. It's sounding really good. We just need to get some more people down here to fill this room up now.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And you've got stalls, you've laid on food. You know, you've done a fantastic job. For anyone that walks up those stairs to the Magic Custard, because that's what I know, the Magic Custard here in Birmingham, it is like an oasis of mod, of indie, of everything that the music scene should be.
Well, Gary's doing that with this place.
Yeah.
It's a venue that's needed because the other venues, I think, are outgrowing the events. No, sorry, the events are outgrowing the venues now.
Yeah.
And it needs something bigger and better out here. I'm not saying the other pubs and clubs are bad, but it needs something that's more spot on. Got the space outside, got the space inside. And with a, bit of luck, we'll get there.
And it's a fact of the more the merrier, isn't it?
Definitely.
You know, a lot of people go, oh, it's another one on the scene, but by having more on the scene, more on the circuit, it encourages more bands to gig. Because, you can listen to record, and records are great, but there is nothing like watching live music.
Can't beat it.
I mean, I was watching Sammy Rogers the other night, and his guitar string broken, and that's what you don't get from a record, the up close and personal, and the interaction with the artist as well. It's just different class.
It is. You can't beat live music. As I say, you're out there, you're in with, and that's where you meet people and you make your network connections.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to run in a bit, Gav, because I've
I
got
know
these
you are,
bands to
mate.
sort out.
I know. And really thank you for your time.
You're
Can
welcome.
you suit? I mean, it's almost like suited and booted because everybody is suited and booted. That's a bit of a... Got to say apologies because I got my shorts on
Don't worry,
and stuff.
mate. I've only just got changed.
I've been playing football with the grandkids on the garden earlier.
I couldn't run.
But I wanted to come up here today and show my support and show Sports Radio's support for what you do. I'd love to see it mentioned on commercial radio because it's a Saturday. We've had super football Saturdays on all our channels. All they need to do is give you a mention.
Yep.
And perhaps then more people would flock to support the great ventures that you guys are doing. We will get there. We just got to keep banging the drums. And let's hope that little bastard brings his drums.
Well, I'd just say let's, support Gary here at the Custard House because he's got some cracking bands coming up. He's got the cream of the mod on it. He's got the Secret Affair. He's got the Lambreaders. It's mainly Madness. He's got some cracking nights coming up. Get your hand in your pocket. It's not a lot. Pay up. Come on. Come to the Custard House.
And you're right, because it isn't. Most of these events I'm going to, a couple of £3, a £5, a tenner at most. That's great value.
It is. It's got to be in anybody's book.
If you're going to Broad Street, you probably wouldn't even get into a pub in Broad Street for that.
You
or even
wouldn't.
if you did, you wouldn't be able to buy 2 bottles of lager.
No chance. No
You know what I
chance.
mean?
Not
This
at
is
all.
an old day. Right, let's give him sorted. I've just seen
All right.
Nicholson.
Yeah,
Kev, any
Gabby.
chance of a quick word, please, mate? Yeah, there we go. As one moves off, another one moves in. Come into Gabby's office, mate.
Right.
Yeah, how are you, Kev?
I'm fine, thank you. You?
Yes, I'm very well. Again, we hook up. It's
Yeah.
amazing, and we're seeing each other in our lives. And
Yeah.
in 2 nights, we bumped into her.
Yeah, they're
twice.
absolutely fabulous. Some great music all this weekend. I've really enjoyed myself. It's been absolutely great.
And you're here doing an acoustic set, like
Yeah.
what I watch you at the pavilions, doing an acoustic set. Superb. 1 or 2 little covers that you throw in,
Yeah.
but a lot of your own material. You are the lead singer of the Coopers as well.
That's correct.
One of the biggest bands in Birmingham, covers bands in Birmingham. You're a famous guy, man.
No, it's been a buzz. It's
Yeah.
been a bit of a ride, actually. I auditioned for the Coopers a few years ago because there was a bit of a band split up and what have you,
Yeah.
normal politics. And it's been a bit of a ride, and the covers is fabulous. But I do love writing my own material, and I love performing my own material. And it's nice to see that people actually do come and listen to what you've actually wrote,
Yeah.
and they are interested in it. But it's very hard for people that do their own material, and I feel that hopefully in time that it will be accepted a lot more in the Birmingham area anyway.
So you're a great person to talk and ask these questions because you're on both sides of that fence.
I am, yeah.
You played? Did you play suited and booted this year?
Yes, I did.
thought
Yes,
you
that's
did,
correct. Yeah.
So you're at a big festival. You're like the covers band there, and there's loads of people watching you and dancing around. Then you'll be in a bar playing your own stuff, and it's the other side of the coin, isn't it?
Sometimes there might be 5 or 6 people in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it is difficult when you've got, like you say, 200 or 300 people dancing in front of you, in awe of you and your band. Fabulous band. We do great harmonies. We do the 60s stuff properly. There's a lot of time and effort goes into it. But doing your own stuff's very personal. And if you can just get one person come up to you at the end of the day, whether they're 16 years of age or 72 or whatever, and say, I really like your stuff, son. I've had a listen to it. The words, they're really meaningful. You touch me. And that's all you're after, really, because it's personal, isn't it? And it takes time. And like myself, I know Sam Rogers. He's been doing his own stuff for a long time now. Young guy, started off doing acoustic stuff. He's got his band together, which I'm really pleased about. And he's shining, and he's really come through. And he's an inspiration to me. And I'm 46, and he's half my age plus more. And I can stand there, and I'm in awe of that young guy. You know what I mean? So original stuff has got a good place, but unfortunately people do love covers. That's what they want to listen to, but we need a mixture, and we need to get Birmingham on the map with original music.
I think you're right. I mean, I'm almost 50. I'm 50 in November. I'm in awe of the little lad. I think he's superb. We watched the set that he done recently when you supported him, and I'm going, tune, tune, tune. That's a tune. And that's the thing that a lot of times people are reticent to support original artists because they go, I don't know that song. I know the Beatles, or I know the Jam, or I know the Kinks, and I know all that. So I like to listen to that. But I'm of the other school of thought where that music's great, and I love to listen to it, covered, fantastic. But I love to listen to the back of the net tune that somebody has picked up the guitar, has strummed it, has wrote the words down, and that's their song. And then it hits these ears, and I think, it's brilliant.
Absolutely fabulous, isn't it?
Without that, it dies, don't it?
Of course it does, because like I say, people do love covers. I know the Mods and Sods, I know Heavy Soul, I know lots of other bands. Absolutely, great lads. And they do also enjoy bands that write original material. The Mods and Sods will put people on, acoustic acts, they'll put support bands on that do their own material. Same with the Heavy Soul. The Coopers are starting to do that more now. And I think we realise in Birmingham that this is what we need to do, because these young bands now, they're coming through. We've got a young band here today. I think they've drove all the way from Scotland for literally petrol money. And, I'll take my hat off to them. That's a lot of passion to come all that way to play for 40 minutes and do their own material. So I'm actually looking forward to listening to these lads today and see what they've actually got to offer.
Well, that's what I love, because in this industry, it's kids playing, and some of us older geezers as well going around and what have you. But because they love it, because they care, because they want to do it, not because there's a paycheck at the end of the road.
Yep.
Right reasons they're doing it for.
That's right. And this venue as well, the Custard House, we're here today, and the guy that runs it, he's put an awful lot of time and money and effort, and he goes round and he watches all the bands, and he's really trying to pick the right people to do mix the cover bands with the original bands. And this place here now, the Custard House, really needs to go back on the map. We have got our Adam and Eves. They've been there an awful long time. They've stood the test of time, and they deserve to be places that people want to play. But we do need other venues in Birmingham, and we need to spread the word, because there's not just the mod scene, there's the indie scene, there's the punk scene, there's lots of different genres of music, and I'm very open-minded to all those types of aspects of music.
I think that's what happens, don't it? 'Cause I mean, like, before I started doing my music shows, Paul Weller's God, and Paul Weller still is God, but that's largely what I listen to, just Paul Weller. Now I'm listening to so much stuff that 12 months ago I wouldn't have listened to, and I'm enjoying it, and it opens your mind, it broadens your horizons, and as you say, in Birmingham it's like a melting pot of music, and we all need to stand together, because commercial radio, which is in some schools of thought real radio, it's on FM, you press the button, you listen to it. They don't play real music, they play sterile music that they know their punters, the people they're listening to, tune into and listen to something back in the 80s. We leave it to these people. Our music is going to die, our football is dying, the way that all the money's coming to it. Music's going in a similar way, and we've got to fight against it and stand together.
I agree. I went to college some time ago to learn a little bit about sound engineering. And when I actually went, I thought I was going to be learning about musical instruments and PA systems and all that, but it was actually about mixing material and becoming like a DJ. And I was very, very disappointed because out of probably a class of 15 people, there was probably 2 people in there like myself that played either piano or an acoustic guitar, and actually thought we were going to learn about actually producing music the correct way, I call it.
Yeah, I do, yes.
You know, from sitting with a guitar or piano
Real stuff.
and writing a song. And society has changed. I was a culture of the rave scene myself. I got lost for a few years. I did enjoy myself, but at the end of the day, it is a plastic record. People take drugs to dance to it, and at the end of the day, when you come down, it's all gone. But music is real. I've got friends now I've met. Anthony Price, young guy, sits in his bedroom writing acoustic material. I put an acoustic day on at the Adam and Eve. The only reason I did it was just so people could come out and play, get them out the bedrooms, get some new talent in Birmingham. And he's gone from strength to strength. He does covers, he does his own material, and he's growing. And Sam Rogers, I can't really talk for Sam because Sam's 1 in a million, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of other young people out there that are starting to write material in Birmingham. We've got Todd as well. He does a lot of Paul Weller stuff, but he does it really, really well. And I'm starting to network with these people, and I am trying my personal best to put all these bands together with acoustic artists, so we can all like mingle and maybe go over to Leicester, or they can come over to Birmingham, or go over to Nottingham, or whatever. That's my game. That's what I want to do. I'm happy with the Coopers. I love what I do. I love my music. But if I can help a young guy or a young lady, Jane James as well, fabulous artist, writes her own material, very, very unique, unusual voice, and she's doing really well, and that's what it's about for me. And if I can get that satisfaction, I'm 46 now, in another 5 years, maybe I might wind up, I might not do it anymore, but if I know I've helped 3 or 4 people, then I'm going to rest easy.
Exactly, and that's it. With musicians, the comparable, you know, to like the footballers. Football player, he plays for one team and that's it. I mean, plays the money for the team, let's be quite honest. But musicians play for different bands, don't they? You could be in 3 or 4 bands, or someone's making a record and you'll appear like on a record because you'll get in the studio and you'll play, I don't know, guitar or a drum, or you'll play, might even play tambourine or any musical instrument, but it's an amalgam. It's like an orgy of all different musicians putting little thoughts, into the song to make it better, and developing it from something that just grows into something fantastic, a little bit like a seed growing into that beautiful flower.
Same with Oasis. I know they've been and gone. We all hope they get back together one day. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But look at Noel, you know, he chose 5 chords, Wonderwall. It's not very, very complicated to play. I'm not taking the mickey out of the man. He's a genius, you know. But that's what I'm trying to say. A capo, 5 chords, and you got Wonderwall. And people, we listen to it all over again. Young guys, young ladies, they'll play it, and we know it's an iconic song, and we'll listen to it. And to me, that's what it's all about.
Do you not find though that the best things in life are the most simple things?
Yes.
I mean, the Beatles, help. I need somebody help, not just anybody help. And people go, what a simple song, why didn't anybody write that before? Because they didn't. And that's the bottom line. Because they didn't. You know, and some of the greatest things are just simple chords, just playing it, don't overcomplicate it, just like with football. Say what you see, play it straight, play it forward, play in diagonals, do it nice and simple, keep it simple, and keep it fresh, and keep music alive.
Oh, damn right. I mean, obviously I'm in the Coopers, we do an awful lot of covers. We've had 50-year-old guys come up on stage at the end of the night. It's their birthday, or they want to shout out, and we have them get involved with us. And you give them a tambourine, and they think that they're in the band. And to go home knowing that person's going to wake up the next day and go, I was on the stage with this band and I could hear all the drums and that, and you know what I mean, all that noise, that's excitement. That to me is what it's all about, sharing the love of music. I mean, I think I should have been a hippie, really.
I'm glad you said that, because this 50-year-old might start doing that with a tambourine. But I'm tone deaf, I can't dance, I can't move, I can't sing. Just kick me off the stage and get rid of me.
But you would love to go on the stage and do it,
wouldn't you? Of course I would. We all want to do that, don't we?
We all do it,
Some of us have got the talent, and if you got the talent, do it. And if you can write your own stuff, and that's what we're going to end on, do it.
Thank you very much.
You know.
And thank you very much for the interview, and thank you for your time.
Give you the top, man.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers.
Sports Radio Music Project.
It's like I'm going to eat it.
You're going to eat what, Zita?
Your mic.
Well, that is a great way and a great line.
It's a big mic.
To open your head. It's a big mic. So tell me about this. I've spoke to your partner in crime, Jackie. You are a massive figure in... You got a great figure as well, kid, I'll be honest. But you are a massive figure in the Birmingham music scene. Every time I turn on Facebook and I'm having a look at it, Zita's there, she's playing records, she's going to gigs, I'm looking out little Liam, there she is again, and you're all over the place. So tell me about you, tell me about what you're doing.
Well, like I said, we're just trying to organise, get people to be known in bands, like acoustic bands and everything, trying to get them to be known here, and hopefully trying, once they get known...
How difficult is it though, mate? 'Cause I mean, seriously, you know, there's so many bands that work in the backside off. I've linked up with, when you say to me, what are you doing with that on? And that's what I do. I go and have a look at bands, I interview them, we cut radio shows out on sports radio. If the big boys was to do their job and play their songs on FM radio, so thousands and millions could listen to them, thousands and millions would buy their songs, because there's some great musicians, there's some great bands, and there's some great songs that are coming out of Birmingham at the moment, and it's brilliant what you guys are doing, where you give up your time and you put events on to support live music in this city.
Yeah, I think live music at the end of the day, it's sort of like, it needs to be pushed and known more.
Exactly.
Because, like I said, to me, live music's better than
Any,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not only that, I mean, we like all like the 60s stuff and everything.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring it all back.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm one of them. I absolutely love that era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're trying to, like I said, we see so many people also on the streets.
Yeah.
They've got so much talent.
Yep.
You know, and they don't get known. And I think things like this, especially the acoustics, we try and then pass them a card and say, come to this gig.
Yep.
Get yourself known, and if that happens, then they will hopefully do us some favours then by helping us with like charity events and things like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, sometimes it's the chance you've got to take, because it doesn't always get successful. But there is times that it is successful, and it you know, then it pushes us more and more to do it more and more. But we won't give up. You know what I mean? I like to see like especially the youngsters.
Yep.
Getting to know that there is people out there wanting to do well, because they don't get noticed. A lot of them do not get noticed. They don't get that chance. You know, it's like Kevin Nicholson. He does a hell of a lot as well. You know what I mean? He does a lot of events again for them to get to be known and everything and that. So yeah.
Now tell me about, you mentioned the 60s, and I look at you. I mean, you're completely a modette. You know, when did you get into the music scene? Tell me about some of your influences. Got to be Weller and got to be the Jam, innit?
Yes.
Right?
Obviously, when I was really young, really young, many years ago, I was into it, obviously, and absolutely loved it. My brothers were as well, like, you know, was all into the Jam and the Who. Remember all when the Rockers and all the skinheads, all the fights and everything, you know. But obviously when I grew up, lost it, had my kids and lost it all. And then once my kids were all that, I was straight back into it. And nobody will take this away from me now. It's in my blood now. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I just love it. You can't beat it. It's stylish. Yeah. The outfits, the music, it's classy. It's proper music. You know what I mean? Music today, I'm not being funny, but it's just crap.
It is. It's bland.
Crap.
It's packed.
It's shouting.
It's X-Factor kind of rubbish.
Oh, X-Factor. I can't be asked watching things like that. To me, it's just a joke.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? This is what you call real talent. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just think that a lot of things are just not getting noticed, and we're trying to push it and push it and push it. And I think we need to have more places that need to show these events more. Yeah. But some of them just won't give us that chance.
See, the thing is that it's easier for a venue to put on a DJ, to pack it and to earn the money. It's very brave and bold for venues to support you, to put on live music, to put on acoustic sets, to put on original music. And you have to thank all them venues for doing what they do in our fantastic city and supporting our kids and playing our music, the sounds of Brum. And what we all need to do is stick together as a massive music family and support each other. And we will succeed against all the odds. We will succeed because I see so many passionate people. And with that passion, it overrides everything. Anything that you might happen, you might not even have a stage, you might have a drum kit, you might not have a band, but it's something that you start and it develops into something special. And that's what I'm connecting with. So many special people in this city of ours doing things for music.
Like I said, there's so many youngsters out there that, like I said, got that talent, and there is like kids that actually do like the 60s and play our music, but again, I think because of this generation now, it's been drummed to him. It's all this like, I don't know, rave stuff, and I can't deal with it. And it's like my son now, he's into music, but I'm starting slowly. He's starting to get into the 60s. You know, he's playing some of the mod and some of the Hood and the Jam and all that lot. So he's starting to slowly get into it. But it's a dying trade, and we're trying to push it back up again. Because it's his class. It's proper tunes, proper music and that lot, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I always say that with kind of mob music, with like, you know, two-tone, with stacks, with Motown, with all that, you know, like, if you've got a pulse, you have to like that music because it just gets into you and it just takes you places.
It just takes you into, when you hear the music, it's like you're just in a totally different world. It just feels like it's in here. You know what I mean? It's not just the music, it's the dance as well, how they dance, like soul,
northern soul.
That as soon as I start switching on that's it. I'm in my era, you know, like I've gone back in time. You know what I mean? And it's like proper dancing, and like you said, kids have lost it. They don't know how to dance these days. They haven't got a clue how to dance, you know what I mean? But you can't tell them that. But
Sweetheart, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
I was so nervous.
That was great.
No, I'm getting nervous. I didn't even know. I thought somebody's going to...
No, you're talking to Gabby now. Don't get nervous. We're talking like we would talk at a bar. Thanks very much for your time. Keep up your great work. And as it is today, keep the faith.
Oh, that's what I'm going to try and do.
Cheers,
definitely.
mate.
I'm not going to give up. No way.
Cheers.
No.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Joining me now on the show, young man, tell me your name, tell me your band, tell me how we can link up. You've got songs out on social networking sites, etc, etc. Give them us and we'll play them on our radio shows.
Okay, brilliant. My name's Jordan Harris. I'm the lead singer and lead guitarist for Spacement Apes. I come from Wolverhampton. In the band there's me, Joe on drums, Adam on rhythm guitar and Matty Cross on bass. You can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/Spacement Apes, and on YouTube, our first single, Just 'Cause Everybody Stays. The music video's on YouTube for our first single. Yeah.
Tell me about your music video, tell me about your music. I want to know all about you. I know where you're from, I know how to link up. I want to know about your thought patterns, your process, everything about you.
Okay, well, I've been writing songs since I was about 16, 23 now, and it's always just been a case of taking songs to the band. Lately we've started collaborating a lot more, like writing together. We're influenced by sort of Led Zeppelin, bit of Black Sabbath, Oasis, the Stone Roses. Trying to get a bit of experimenting and a bit of improvisation into our music rather than just playing it straight every time. We like to improvise and sometimes let the songs go on for as long as we feel they have to. So a lot of our sound is based around the blues, but we try and bring it into 2014 with some nice effects and, you know, that sort of thing.
So the nice thing about you, I mean, two of the bands that you mentioned, Rocky, Sabbath, probably, almost between rock and metal.
Yeah,
Ozzy.
yeah.
Although Ozzy's main influence and his hero was John Lennon.
Yeah, of course.
And the
yeah,
Beatles.
yeah.
And that's what music does. Your bluesy, the Beatles, originally they were a blues band.
Yeah,
they got
yeah.
their blues music from the States when it come over on the boats, and they got it there from like the docks in Liverpool. And that's what music is. Music's about crossing borders, about linking up, about nailing things and putting your own stamp on it and doing something slightly different. But let's be truthful, you've got chords, you've got all the rest of it, everything's been done before.
Yeah,
Everybody picks influences. You'll listen to a song and you'll go, blimey, that sounds like that. Of course it does, because it's music and that's what it's meant to sound like.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say is, bear with me 2 seconds.
You carry on, mate.
As I said, there's almost no point in trying to sound exactly like one specific band. You can have like your favourite band in the group, but you kind of just got to let whatever music comes out of the four of you naturally. Let that guide what you're going to do next, if you know what I mean.
Of course you do, yeah.
Yeah. So instead of trying to tailor it to what other people might like and what you think they might want to listen to, play to your strengths, play to what you know, and just try and sort of work around that as best as you can, and loosen it up a little bit when you need to. It's always nice to throw in a little curveball to keep people interested, but it's just about getting your own sound, which is what we've been working on in the last year since we've got Joe as our drummer.
I think you're right, because if you try and force it, if you try and write something that sounds like it ain't you.
Exactly.
I'm guessing that you'll get together, you'll have a bit of a jam, you'll start with something, you'll play a riff, you'll play a chord, and you'll go, someone will get on a drum, bang the drum, and then some idea that you may have started with, it's turned into something completely. You go, no, I like that, that's a tune, let's work on that, and that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
And that's what it should be about.
I mean, that's happened quite. Look, as I was saying earlier, I've been writing since I was 16, and for the bands from say 16 to age 20, it would be a case of me writing the song on my own at home, taking it to the band fully formed. But nowadays we're a bit more experienced and we can kind of know each other's quirks musically. So, like you say, it can just come out of here's 3 notes, get a rhythm behind it, and then just shape it from there.
Yeah.
It's just building. It's kind of like making a sculpture almost. Not that I've ever made a sculpture, but do you know what I mean? You keep chipping, and at the end of the day, you'll probably get close enough to what you want. And you got to know when to let it be as well and let it finish, because you can tinker too much.
And, this place here today, the Custard House, the Magic Custard in Birmingham, a great venue for you to play. It's a great little event, Keep the Faith event that Jackie and Zita have put together. It's great for young bands like yourselves to have venues like this to play, and for people like that are putting on these gigs. So important to support it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never been here before. It's a really, really nice venue, and it's nice to play in Birmingham because, as I say, from Wolverhampton, and we don't get to come down here that often. We're trying to work on that more, but it's always nice to get out because you play to different people, and this being a sort of mod thing, like a mod all dayer. Yeah, I think we can fit into that sound. I wouldn't say we're a straight up mod band at all, but I think there's definitely elements of it which will help us go over nicely tonight when we play.
Wolverhampton, a great place, any for music. I mean, there's a band that I love over there at the moment, the Clock Tower. I think Ryan Evans, I think he's absolutely superb. What a smashing band! And there's so many great bands. Birmingham, the Black Country. You're looking over at Stourbridge, the West Midlands. There's just so much talent, and it's about getting out and playing. And there's nothing like playing live, is there?
No, of course not. Like the thing about Wolverhampton and the Midlands, really, is, for me, it's like quite varied in its output over the years. You've got the stuff like Led Zeppelin with Robert Plant and Black Sabbath, Ozzy coming from Birmingham. Then you got stuff like Oliver the Streets, Mike Skinner. Yeah, good. And I just think to have such contrasting things come out to the same sort of area is just crazy. I know they're from different points in time, but it kind of sums up the place, because it's like Wolverhampton, where I'm from, like it's just a big mix of people, all sorts of people, and it's good to see that can come across in the music that comes out of the town. And playing live by us it's more based around pub gigs than club gigs, I'd say, which I really enjoy, because you tend to get a more sort of honest night, if you know what I mean. Yes. You're there to entertain the people. There's less sort of posturing and like ego, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
just there to have a good time playing music to the people who want to listen to it.
And we're just at the back end of the festival season. Have you been involved in any festivals this year?
No, not this year. This is the first one, and we're playing
Yeah.
a couple of like all-day events over the next
Sure.
couple of weeks. Yeah, but there's been not many big festivals that we've been asked to play. To be fair,
Let's have a few name checks about the places that you're going to be hooking up with.
Okay, yeah,
With
we're playing at the Wharf Bar in Warsaw on Friday, supporting Nova Fives, who are a local sort of punk band who just got back together after about 4 or 5 years. The lead singer's just got back from Australia. He's asked us to play because he's played with us before, and he's a really sound guy. We're playing at the Ashmore. I think it's called the Ashmore in Ashmore Park, Wensfield. That's like a charity all day. I've organised the bands myself for that.
Oh, right, okay.
Just all bands who we've played with on our like travels, if you will. Do you know what I mean?
So let's have a mention for some of them.
We're close friends with a band called the Knicks, who got to the final of the. I can't remember which specific battle of the bands it was, but they played at the Wolfram Hall for the final.
Okay.
It was brilliant to go and watch them, like, because being close friends and seeing them up on the stage at the Wolfram, that was great. They'll be playing. It's on the 25th on the bank holiday at the Ashmore. Dirty Little Lies. They have some songs on Spotify. They're like a local sort of indie band. They're close friends as well. We always try and get our friends to play whenever we can with us, because it just makes a much better night, and our styles tend to go together as well.
And that's the thing, isn't it? Again, we mentioned it at the top of the interview. Support and unity. Sticking together, helping your friends, you know, and coming to different cities, or you know, only 20 miles down the road, but to Birmingham, it's people that probably haven't seen you before, new audiences, fresh audiences. You know, I just think it's a great scene, and there's just so many wonderful bands out there, and it's easy at times, you know, to cover other stuff, to do your own stuff, write your own stuff, be influenced, and just nail it in your own manner.
That's the only way I would want to do it personally. It's kind of your expression to the world. It's your little statement, you know. And whether it becomes a big success and you end up touring the world, it's kind of irrelevant, because when you're in the practice room or playing live, as long as the 4 guys are happy, then that's really all you do it for, and the rest should follow if it's meant to.
But that's where it starts. Your manner, your home, your place, and then spreading it out. Reach out and touch.
We're hoping to play in London at some point over there. Our drummer's going to be moving down to London, but we're going to keep the band working from there. It's nice. We can look at it from 2 points of view, really. He's moving down to London for university, and it could be like, we could just say, we'll get a new drummer, or we've got a base in London, let's get some gigs down there. You know, I think with the level we've been playing at lately is so much, like, it's quite, we've set the bar quite high for ourselves lately. I think we've really come on a lot, and it's like, as long as we're together, the 4 of us, the sound that we want to achieve will happen. It doesn't matter if, like, we're practicing a little bit less regularly, and we're just looking to branch out a lot more over the next year, and playing things like this is always great, and it's a really nice venue as well.
Superb. Can I thank you very much for your time? Have a brilliant night here in Birmingham.
You too.
And thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers, pal. Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't
Magic Custard. You like that song,
Yeah,
don't you?
I do, yeah.
That gas Custard House.
Quite funny.
This venue, it goes from strength to strength. You've got some banging acts, you support charities. There's no box. If you're looking at boxes to tick, there ain't no box that you don't tick, mate, at this establishment. And it's looking $1 million. It is a fantastic, buzzing, banging, #1 venue for live music in Birmingham.
Getting there slowly, mate.
Isn't it?
Getting there.
Give us a name check with some of the acts that you've got coming up.
Next up, the Lambrettas with the Coopers
Yeah.
and Samuel Rogers Band.
Yeah,
Followed by Sex Pistols Experience with Tommy Gunn.
yeah.
Who runs after that one? The Boys and Tones with...
Yeah, they've come over all the way from Australia.
from Australia. Yeah, that was through you though, that was. Because you're my legend hero.
But it's
with the Librels.
Yeah,
Small Fakers.
Yeah.
We got them on. Another good band, the Spitfires.
yep.
Your favourite band,
I'm
as
in-
I can see with your t-shirt.
I'm in deep water here.
Yeah.
Because they're going, Gabby, you've turned up, you've got a Spitfire,
Yeah.
an out-of-town band t-shirt. And I'm going, they're getting their acts together. You know, they've got the merchandise. I love the Spitfires, I love Billy. I cannot wait for October the 4th, when two of the greatest young bands on the planet go head-to-head at the Magic Custard.
Well, we got him tonight as well, old Samuel.
Sammy, I honestly, my genuine, honest opinion is, if Paul Weller said to me, there's little Liam over the back, I'm going to get you in a bit of sunshine.
Little Liam.
Yeah.
Little Liam.
There's another one, we're going to get him. Paul Weller says to me, give us a band to gig with us. I'd say have Sammy. I think that kid is as good as anything around, and he's from Birmingham.
He's from Birmingham, yeah. It's
And,
good.
and that's what it is, it's all about supporting the talent.
Well,
and bringing in out
I
of
honestly
town.
think that them... Oh, Kev. I honestly think that them two bands, it's going to be a top night there, though.
It will be. I mean,
I'm just hoping that the crowd come to see.
That's the one thing,
Basically.
guys. That is the one thing. It's
If the
it's-
crowd come, it's going
yeah.
to be a cracker.
It's getting people off the backsides, supporting live music,
Yeah.
you know, and because there ain't nothing, and I keep saying that, there's nothing like watching live music, there's nothing like watching live football. I mean, let's be honest, you can watch it on the telly, and it isn't the same, because you don't see the same game, you don't hear the same sounds, and as I say, for
But people will sit at home and watch it on the telly, football, won't they?
yeah,
So
but I think with football,
they need to get up, get down the Magic Custard.
exactly, but the thing with football, so you know, it can cost you 20, 30, 40 pounds
Yeah,
or more.
and more.
With a lot of these events you're putting on here, a Lady
£5,
Godiva,
£8,
exactly,
£10.
it is so affordable,
Yeah.
and as I say, I can't talk the venue up and talk you up enough, because I think that you do an absolutely fantastic job.
Try my best.
And next year as well, we've got the
Sex Pistols, Modern Affair.
how good are they going to be, the Sex Pistols?
Trying to get Bruce Foxton if I can for next year. I told you that.
Yeah, I know. You know, if I can get anything from the jam, mate,
You'll be
I'll
up
be
for
down
that
there.
one, wouldn't you?
I'll tell you what, I'll walk at you.
Some good stuff. I'm going to keep going, keep trying.
Yeah.
That's all you can do, innit?
Well, that is it, isn't it? All you can do is keep trying, is keep doing your best, is keep putting these acts on,
Yeah.
is keeping the faith, which is the title of the
today.
of the evening.
And it's gone well today.
Yeah, it has.
Could have probably done with a bit more of a turnout. I
We
don't know
can
how
always-
many's up there.
Well, it's like anything, can it?
You know.
We can always do with more.
Yeah.
Even if we have a full house, let's have even more. Let's
Yeah.
get them in. Let's support.
Just getting people to know blokes at the Custard House, isn't it, really?
Exactly. And
That's what it's about.
on Facebook, it's on
Yeah.
Twitter. Let's have a massive shout out
Yeah.
for them.
And on your radio, of course.
Again,
Quite a lot
We do,
these days.
we do Spreaker it
We
up
do.
and bang it out. You know,
Brilliant.
and together with all of us in this great city, we really can. We can nail it. We can do it.
Definitely.
Because I have faith in all the people that I'm linking up with.
Yeah.
And you're giving me a new loose of life.
You're loving it.
Well, you know what I'm like with the blues, mate. I've hit all the knives and
Colours
forks
don't
in my
matter
house.
with music, though, does it?
But that's the nice thing.
I know.
And there's like, you know,
It only
it's-
matters when you play each other, doesn't it?
well, exactly, and it's that release, isn't it? You know, with the football, it's just soul destroying. Let's be honest, any both.
Well,
blues
there's no, I
and-
don't think there's any interest now, is there? Like,
Not really,
I'm not
no.
really interested.
Same here, like
I went to Holland, didn't I? And I had piss balls out.
I know. But you see, the thing is with
I
football.
left at half time.
I know. My stepson said, "I said, you see, Gaz, he's getting on top at half time." I said, "You're sounding like blue noses of Villa fans, aren't
I
you?"
did, I went.
And that's how bad football is in Birmingham. when Villa fans don't take the piss out of the Blues because we're in such a predicament, and you're just as bad. So let's get the music scene banging, because that is something that is thriving, it is growing, and we're going to keep fanning that flame, mate. Guys, thank you very much.
Talking to you,
cheers, pal.
And it's good to see you as well.
I know. Well, I like to get to all the venues, and you as much, and probably, if I'm honest, more, because we do link up so much, and you're so. And I was like, God, any chance of putting them on, guys? And who's the emails to these bands and that, and you know, it's always awkward at times getting round because of commitments, etc. But I do like to do my best.
Have you met Jacko?
Yes, I have.
You have met
We've done an interview with Jacko, we've done one with Zeta. As I say, I'll support all of you as much as what I possibly can.
Brilliant.
For now, cheers,
Great
mate.
talking to you.
Thank you very much.
Legend.
Cheers, guys. Keep riding up the Villa. Birmingham Unity,
Keep
mate.
the five. Legend.
Cheers, pal.
See you
Thank
later.
you. Liam.
Thanks for this on the radio.
Liam. Where is he? Hey, fella.
Hello, mate.
Hiding behind there. Here, let's get up. Let's. Hey, where are you?
Having a good old chinwag, weren't
Here, and Stiff, come on. Sammy Rogers is manager as well. Come on, boys.
the top man.
Yeah, the South African. You found him on a live aid.
And
Yeah, Pyro. Come on, Pyro.
He's not too loud today.
You know, what's the matter with him?
He's a poorly boy. Oh, yeah, I know. I think I'm the best one today, like.
Yeah,
and normally it's me.
we got Sleepy, Hangovery, Paulie, and Angie. That's what we're
But my nickname is Signal. But luckily, I'm all right.
So what's up with you then, Pyro? What's the matter with yourself?
Alcoholism. It's a terrible thing.
It happens from time to time.
And there can be nothing worse, really, than going on stage with an hangover. I know there's some that have had them after, but having it before.
Oh, yeah.
And you're minus a drummer as well tonight, by the way, aren't you?
Just speaking of the going on stage with a hangover, I once refereed a football game with a hangover and didn't want to blow the whistle. Because every time I blew the whistle, it just echoed inside my head. It wasn't very nice.
It could be worse. You could be throwing up every time you've done the whistle.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we move on. We digress. How's things with Little Liam? I try and link up with you as much as I can, and Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, I've been getting all your tweets and stuff for the tunes, which is great, nice one. But yeah, we have been quite busy, to be fair. We've been
bleeding dogs. What's
I know, and believe it or not, they've been stroking them. They have, honestly, they were stroking them outside. Big
So you've got a lot.
dogs, like.
Little Liam dog lovers.
No, but we have been quite busy. Done a few festivals recently.
Tell us about them and tell us how it's been going.
It's been great. Where did we play? We played in Cannock at one place, which we was about to walk away from, to be fair, but it turned out to be Scooter Rally. It turned out to be a really good, a good gig.
And then a little bit of rain, but it was good. Loads of people there.
With Finger Bob as well, headliner, Medicine Head.
Medicine Head, yeah.
And we met him after. He's a top bloke. Like.
Yeah.
He was a friend of John Lennon, like.
Oh, right.
And that's how he got signed up.
Yeah, John Lennon got him signed.
He got him signed. I met that. We was chilling with one of John Lennon's mates.
Blimey.
I know.
Big
It's
start,
weird,
isn't it?
man. I know.
And we've had one on Musical Youth as well.
Blimey.
They were passing the Dutchie all over the place.
You done that at Bearwood, didn't you? You done the festival, and Pete Williams from Dexys as well was on the same
that's
bill.
right,
Tell us about that. That must have been superb with two legends there.
Wow, we played there before a couple of years.
Oh, yeah, Ange turns up as well.
I'm alright, man. Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
Thank you, Ange.
Where was we on about? Bearwood. When we played Bearwood, when we got there, we'd played there a couple of years ago, and it was nothing like when we got there this year. When we went there, it was amazing. The crowd was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember speaking to you on the phone, and it was like, it's rammed. I went, what do you mean? It's rammed? We're playing in a park. And he went, yeah, the park's rammed. So I was like, well, got there, 10 minutes to spare, and the place was full. It was phenomenal, really.
They wouldn't let us park behind the stage because they said it was full. So we had to park like nearly half a mile away and carry all the gear and cut through all the people.
Yeah, it took me about an hour to park, so I missed the first bit of the songs. Are we on Basement Apes?
That was.
Yeah, his parking's great.
Catch up. Begins with a B, don't it?
That was Warwick. Leamington.
Yeah.
Leamington Summer Carnival we did. That was we're on a bandstand.
I was on about a different one.
I think we're going all over the West Midlands with those
Anyway,
festivals.
Anyway, we was in Derby the last one. Ozfest we was, and we was on the back of a lorry. And as a matter of fact, it was fantastic. It's really good.
That's the thing with a lot of these festivals. It's not just the stage, is it? Sometimes it's a lorry. You know, you're playing, and
it was great, and the sound was great, and the food was great. It was good. It's good to get out, isn't it?
How's your EP been going? So I think it's absolutely superb.
Yeah, okay, not bad at all. We want to do an album now.
Oh, okay.
We've just got a lot of recording equipment together to do an album for ourselves, like where we can produce it all ourselves to a certain extent, and then maybe have it mastered at the end by someone else.
Yeah.
But, we've got a few plans that we won't name names, but we want to get people to feature on it, so it's a bit of a something different, and we want to hopefully do that by the end of the year or the beginning of next year.
Feature on it, I said it's alright.
No, we turned it down. Well, we said you can do your parts that are normally in the songs, but anything else, no.
One of my, no.
Have to put that in, I have to say. We are giving her a massive solo though, and cutting down Jim's. Listen to that.
One of my favourite songs is that it, isn't it? Just When I Thought. That trumpeting, yours, is superb.
Thank you very much.
Proper party.
Thank you.
It is brilliant.
Thank you.
Wasn't like that, that's right, either.
Sorry?
Sorry.
No, it won't. But that's the lovely.
I didn't have it, never had it at the beginning.
No, I've seen it was just you and Jim.
Yeah, that was it. And, but then, Ange had the idea, like, when you was driving.
Song, so when I come to see you before I was in the band, the first song I heard, and it made me cry. And nothing really makes me cry. I've got a bit of a swinging brick going on for the art.
Yeah.
But it made me cry, really touched me, like, so.
Well, you're a black country lass, then, yeah?
I am.
The song, not me.
They're made tough over there, aren't they? And it's great to see you out of bed as well, son.
I know.
You do spend a lot of...
As a matter of fact, to be honest, I haven't had sleep today.
I've been in bed most of the
Jim's fault. Jim's fault.
Jimmy's had a good sleep today.
Well, it's not normally Jim's fault, so you take it on the chin. It's all right. He's here now.
And let's give a shout out for your Twitter feeds and your Facebooks, how people can link up, and how people also can buy that banging EP that's out there.
Yeah, the EP is on iTunes. It's on Amazon and
Google Play, Spotify. It's all over the place. Anywhere online where you can find music, it should be there. Yeah. Don't download it illegally.
If I Wasn't Me, exactly, is the title. If I Wasn't Me.
Yeah. And your song as well, Jim, that you play on the live set, you're playing that tonight. Give us a shout out for that and tell us about that as well. It's a great tune.
Yeah, Nothing No One, No How. I wrote it with Dina, a friend called mate called Dean.
Yeah.
And then it ended up in the set. So
we got another one.
It is a wicked tune, isn't it?
Well, we always said it, didn't we, from the start? Like, I mean, again, Ange put trumpet on and stuff like that, and with the singing and stuff. And there's a version of it that I heard recently, but it was one of the first versions. But I still love that one. I think it's on your SoundCloud or something. It's a touch slower, but it's lovely. It's just it's got some kind of a flow about it that really, I don't know. It's kind of encapsulates everything in the song. Like,
listen back to what we first did. It
is. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy playing it myself now. Yeah. Like, I play on the keys with that, and it's different having to swap around, but it's good. It's good for us, you know what I mean? Because we can all do different things and stuff, and it's nice to be able to do different things. And playing it on the keys myself now. But I still prefer the first version. Yeah. Even though I think we do it justice, the first version is still, I think, the best one.
And you go back to the days in Ladywood or Crazywood, as some people know it, with Ocean Colour Scene, where you basically touch the studio, son, didn't you?
No comment.
This comes up in every
It was unintentional. So moving on.
Accidents
happen. Facebook, give your Facebook out and give your Twitter out.
Little Liam page, innit?
www.facebook.com/Little Liam Band.
And there's www.littleliammusic.com. But there's other online. If you go online and just put Little Liam in Google or YouTube and SoundCloud, it'll all come up from there. And there's some little hidden tunes on there as well that not a lot of people know about. But it's loads of different sites, so just search everywhere on Google. We do it ourselves.
Superb. Guys, have a great night.
Mr. You're top man.
Pyro, I hope you sober up some before you get on there and your hangover ain't too bad.
Hopefully.
Give him a couple of pints of lager and get it out of his system. And next year we were going to do the Kingshurst Fest that, and sadly it just didn't quite happen. But we're doing it next year, and we're getting in bed. No, not like that, but
it's not that type of festival, is it?
Yeah, just put your keys in the ashtray.
We played on a lorry and now we're playing in a bed.
with Coastal Town and lots of other festivals next year, so we'll keep you guys in mind. And we like to support all our mates as much as what we possibly can.
You're always doing the tweet and that.
Picking up the scene and that in Birmingham, Brown Line and all that.
Not enough people around like you, mate.
Well, I think, you're absolutely right that there's not enough music stations that believe in you. Well, I don't think that they don't believe in you, but what it is, they're tied. They're tied to playlists, and it does come down to money, sadly. So, I think they greatly let the music scene down in Birmingham, and I wish they would change their stance. And I think that every commercial radio station should at least, for an hour a week, give it over to unsigned artists in Birmingham.
There's some who do.
There are some that do, but again, it's down to a lot of the general public don't listen to unsigned shows, and they won't go out and pay a fiver and see three bands they've never heard of.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they think, they're all going to be rubbish just because they haven't been signed.
I agree.
And they'll wait until they've been signed and pay 20 quid to go stand at the back of the NEC.
Yeah.
To go watch them looking like a little Lego.
The LG Arena, no, not the NEC.
The Liam Garland Arena.
I take over. Right, I'm going to see who else I can find. I'm getting some right stick, by the way, for wearing my Spitfires t-shirts.
It's nice, man.
An out of town band, but
we haven't got you a little Liam shirt yet.
Exactly. I saw one out.
Yeah, you'll get one, man.
Cheers.
Top man, thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys. Cheers.
Thank
you. Cheers. Johnny Minnow on the show. Tell me all about yourselves, tell me your name, just watch you smash that set out there, and you've come all the way from Blackburn, Lancashire to play at a Birmingham event, so welcome to Birmingham.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
We didn't know what was going on initially because we were supposed to be on later, so we got rushed on, we got on, we just did our thing really. We like a lot of older music, sort of early 90s, late 80s, and then some 60s stuff, but we don't try and be like anyone else, try and manufacture our own sound, and that comes purely because when we're in practice we all contribute to all the songs and we all put our own different twists on it. So the lad who writes the songs will give me the lyrics and the basic melody. We'll build on that. The bassist will write his own bass riff. He'll teach the rhythm guitarist the rhythm and he'll write a solo. He'll tell me how to sing it roughly and I'll put my own twist on it, and the drummer will take on what the songwriter's total vision is, and he'll say what he wants, and then he'll try his best to cater to it. But usually he's just a beat master, really. Without him, we wouldn't sound as good as we do because he keeps a nice. Him and the bassist have a nice groove, and without that, we wouldn't be where we are because it wouldn't be as bouncy.
I noticed, talking of bouncy, a little bit of a kind of Liam Gallagher kind of attitude with that lead singer there.
You've got to do it really, I think, because if you're quiet and hide behind a microphone stand, no one's interested. You give them something to look at, and the eyes will come. There was no one dancing around the stage, so I walked out and sat in the middle just to prove the point that this is where you should be. And during the middle, that was at the end of the set, and during the middle I took my jacket off and threw it and said, look, there's no invisible people or walls there, you can come and... But it was to no avail, and I think it's purely because we're weirdos to the area and we don't really know anyone. They just kind of sat back and took it in, which is fine by us. We'll make the best of what we've got. We play to rooms of 4 or 5 people. So we just enjoy it, and as long as we've got gear, equipment, and we can play our own music, we're all right.
We're all big Oasis and Stone Roses fans and Smiths, so that Manchester music scene comes into it's all about big personality up front, isn't it? And I think that comes across quite a bit.
I did notice at one stage you put the microphone on your head, and it dipped down by your nose. I thought you was going to sing like that for a while.
When I had her, I would have been able to do that, but now I haven't got any hair left, and it's skinhead, then I can't do that anymore. But I enjoy doing strange things with the microphone, because it gets people talking. They'll say, oh, that's that lad who put his microphone over his face, or that's the lad who used his microphone as a telephone, or that's that lad who started doing skip rope with his microphone. So as long as you do something weird like that, and we all try our best. Yeah, I did it before we got on doing sound check, sure. And then we just try and do our own thing really, because we all have our influences and we all have our heroes, and if you try and be too like them, then you get misconceived as being copycats. So we try and put our own take on our movement around stage. We all try and move as much as we can, because if you're static, the audience will be static.
Your heroes, you mentioned your heroes. Guys, who are your musical heroes?
The Stone Roses, Oasis, the Smiths. We like Happy Mondays. We like Arctic Monkeys. We like Jake Bugg. We think a lot of his slower stuff is something to be appreciated. It's something we haven't heard since Dylan. And we also like some weird stuff like 60s. Like Hendrix, and I like the Byrds, I like George Harrison, John Lennon, the Beatles, love Jefferson Airplane. Try and get as many influences as you can into your music, and you'll sound new, and we've manufactured a completely new sound that no one else can match that we've seen. As far as we're concerned, there's no one else in our town that can match up to what we bring to somewhere. We drag 150 people sometimes into a pub that's meant for no more than 30 people, so the atmosphere is always good. And we've watched other bands around. We all support our local music scene. We go to their gigs, we go and see them, we go and talk to them, we make friends. But as far as we're concerned, there's no one out there who's yet matched us with the quality of the songs and the quality of the stage presence.
How difficult was it today coming to... Was this the first time, for instance, that you've come to Birmingham?
Yeah, it's first time in Birmingham, and we've learned to adopt to a strange setting. When we went to Morecambe Scooter Rally and did a full night, we did 2 hours there. And there were no stage, so there's no boundary between me and the crowd. And sometimes I got lost in the crowd. I went over, I put people's clothes on, sang in people's faces. It's what they want to see. So that was the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever had, because I didn't know anyone. And when we've been playing in Blackburn, you see all sorts of familiar faces bobbing about. But we take to it quite well. There's no real problem anymore. So like you saw inside, we do our best to take it to a whole new level and try and bring the crowd up with us. Whether it happened today or not, I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what they thought of it. But I thought it was a good gig and I enjoyed it, and we all enjoyed it. We all said it was decent. So yeah, we were good.
Superb. Tell me about your music. You've got an EP out, I believe.
Yeah, that was more of a demo type of thing. First time we were in the studio, I went and recorded pretty basic, 5 basic songs, and we've got them with us. We've done a dish out a few copies. They were all on YouTube, Facebook and stuff. All our tracks are on there. That was the first time we recorded, so as far as we're concerned, it doesn't sound. We don't like it anymore. We like it far. We don't like it anymore. We can listen to it, but we think that could be better. That could be better. I should have done something else there. And we're recording again at Sugar House in St Helens in October, and we're going to do a multi-track rather than a session recording. So it sounds a lot clearer, and we get the sound that we're aiming for rather than a big wall of noise, which could be construed from some of the songs we've got on our EP at the moment.
I sometimes ask people their age. I think it's highly irrelevant. I think it's quite relevant to you. How old are you?
18.
Now, you've got an attitude, someone at least twice your age. You know exactly where you want to go and how you want to get there, and you've got a great presence and confidence about you. You know, you are set for a big stage.
Yeah, I mean, we all dream of doing that, selling out stadiums, what have you. Everyone does, but we believe that we've got the assets to go and complete that aim. As far as we're concerned with how we are on stage at the moment, especially me, I've bred it into myself to be cocky. And I can be considered as arrogant sometimes, but they'd be saying the opposite if I was tame and mellow. It's not the music we play. If I went on and played reggae or a slow pop track like the Vamps, we'd obviously I'd stand behind a microphone and do a little dance, but I'm aggressive, I'm in your face, I'm always there wherever you look, I'm following you in my eyes. So that's essential to the music we play, and it doesn't matter to me how old anyone else is. I'll shout at them like I did in there, saying come and dance as the empty dance floor. And if they don't react well to it, then that's fine by me. You can leave. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you're a clown if you leave one of our gigs because we play some good music. But we all have an attitude that we know we want to be. We know how to get there, and we're hopefully all going to get there. And if not, what will be, won't it? But
we'll go around playing music.
Yeah. We still go around doing what we do because we love it. It's not about any monetary aim to us. We just saw a hole in the market for something that we want to do, and instead of waiting around, sat on our hands, waiting for someone else to pick up a guitar and do it, we decided to do it ourselves, and we're making pretty good headway. We've only been together 12 months. This time last year we started rehearsing together at our first gig in October last year. So we've made the progress that we wanted to make up until now. So everything's going well, and we're all pretty focused on what we want to achieve from it.
I'll be honest, I love your attitude.
Thank you.
I love that, where people are confident, and people that don't understand people like you can construe that as arrogance. I find that as supreme confidence. And to get on a stage, you have to do that. You have to have that self-belief, and winners have got that. And I can see, I love to do the interviews and look into people's eyes. You've got that inside your eyes.
I often compare it to a stunt biker jumping a jump. Like, he's got 10 double-decker buses in front of him. If he goes like that with a 50-50 attitude, he's going to die. He's going to fall and he's going to die. If I go on stage with a 50-50 attitude, I'm going to get ripped apart by the crowd because that's not what they want to see. As far as I'm concerned, I'm all in. I'm in the direction that I know I can go, and I'll do it from song 1 till song 8. And that for me is the best part of being in a band, because I can be wherever I want to be up there, no matter where I've come from or what I've done in my life. I know that I can be what I want to be up on stage. It's the same for all of us.
Can I wish you all the very best? Have a really safe journey back to Blackburn, Lancashire, and let's have a final check on the name of your band, how people can hook up with you on Facebook and on Twitter as well, and I'll be following you, and we'll be playing you on our radio station.
We're called the Librels, so that's the and Lebrels, and on Twitter we're called @the Librels Music.
Okay.
We'll get all our gig dates on there. And we're back here in September, so we're back in Birmingham, and we're looking forward to it now we've played this gig.
Were you playing in Birmingham next
year?
Oh, you playing back here?
Here again.
Actually, Gaz did say,
Yeah, and we're another big gig we've got coming up is we're supporting Clint Boone from the Spiral Carpets.
Okay.
In Rottenstall. We're looking forward to that because we cite him as one of the most influential people in the Manchester scene, which we take a lot of influence from. And he was in that ilk with the likes of John Squire, Johnny Marr, Gary Manny Manfield, Ian Brown, Morrissey, and Sean Ryder from the Mondays. So as far as we're concerned, it's a big deal for us, and we're going to treat it like a big deal. We won't go in without any respect. Don't get me wrong, I may seem like I haven't got any respect, but I have. And we'll give it to the right people.
I think your other two band members are coming in.
Idiots.
I think they're going to get a slap in by the looks of them off you.
We were just listening to it.
How are you anyhow, mate? Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, fantastic.
Superb.
He's one who writes all the songs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. So where do you get all your influences from?
Women.
I'd say Noel Gallagher was a massive influence to me. Like, I never really wrote songs, and then started listening to Oasis a lot, and he was the one who influenced me. And then that opens the door of like the Stone Roses and the Smiths, and like Johnny Marr and John Squire and major guitar playing influences of mine, and they're the ones who I really just look for inspiration.
Are you all the same age? Are you all 18?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
We're all
18.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like the baby of the group.
And the Librels, how did you get the name? Who decided that?
I think we're on Facebook talking about names, and then someone said the Liberals. I said we can't really have a political agenda. I said we'll put a fancy French sort of twist, put an accent over an E. Librels. And, it's just
we found out just after that it was the Italian and Gaelic Irish name for a wolfhound. So we are the Wolfhounds.
Well, that ain't bad, eh? It could be Irish or Gaelic, worse for something else.
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty happy being a wolfhound.
And who's his final member? There's 4 of you in the band.
Cotty, Sue, Hotty, there's 5 of us.
Oh, there's 5. Where the other one? Send him over. You've got a bit of a following as well. There's a young lady out the back there. Yeah. Do you want to come in?
That's why you call her Valerie.
Is that one of the mothers?
It is.
Yeah, I thought it might be.
Songwriter's mum.
Hey, how difficult are these to work with, Mum?
They're not too bad.
Yeah.
Good lads, really good lads.
Yeah.
Working hard.
And that's it, isn't it? You know, seriously, travelled a lot of miles today to do what you do, and you need the support from your family and from your friends, because it is a long road, isn't it? And sometimes you think, what a bloody hell do I do it?
Yeah, I know.
But you believe in your music.
Self-belief.
Exactly.
Got to have.
And that lead singer, he's got some self-belief, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's a good lad, isn't he?
Cocky.
Yeah, he's a good lad though. It's great. It's great having someone like that as a front man to have that confidence and carry.
You don't want him like hiding behind the amps, do you?
Of course you don't.
That's just stupid. He does what he does, and he does it. He's just one of the best frontmans.
Exactly.
Because he's the edge for me.
There's too many that hide behind things. They're usually on the X Factor and get played on commercial radio.
Hiding behind the microphone, and he just embraces it.
Yeah.
He just makes the stage.
And have you enjoyed your first time to Birmingham?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. Yeah, buzzing.
And looking forward to you back in September as well.
Yeah, can't wait. It'll be a good gig.
Brilliant. Anyhow, for now, thanks very much for your time. And as I've said, have a really safe journey back to Blackburn.
Pleasure.
And we'll see you when you come back to Birmingham.
Cheers.
Lovely. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.
Sports Radio Music Project.
Anthony Price now on the Sports Radio Music Show with me, the Gabby Cabby, at the Keep the Faith event. How did it go, son?
It went alright, to be fair. There wasn't many people there, but you got to perform to whoever turns up in it. So.
Well, you was one of the earlier ones. I mean, it started at midday, it's going on till midnight, and someone has to open it, somebody has to close it. Tell me about yourself, tell me about your influences, how people can hook up. Tell me about who Anthony is.
I was first on today, but I first got into playing guitar by listening to a Guns N' Roses track, Civil War.
Okay.
And then ended up learning guitar from that, and then my mum was like, should try and sing along to some songs. So I turned up, started singing to a few tracks and whatnot, then put it to the guitar, started learning a few covers, started writing three of my own through Little Liam, which you probably spoke to tonight. He was like, you should write some of your own songs and perform them. So learned a few of my own songs, started performing them. They're going down pretty well. And got a Facebook page. I'm hoping to open up a YouTube either this week or next week. So it's going all right. I perform for a support act with Mods and Sods, which is like a mod band.
Yeah, I know them, yeah.
So I've done a few stuff with Little Liam as well.
Yeah.
So it's not going too bad at the moment.
So tell me about your Facebook account and where I can get your music and play it on our radio shows.
Well, it's called Anthony Price Music on Facebook.
Okay.
And I just put a load of covers and a few of my own songs on there. And then I try to see what feedback I get from it. So like how many likes and how many comments I get back. And then from that I can decide which ones actually perform on show.
Yep.
And then from like there I get the feedback from live shows.
Yep.
Then I can narrow it down to which ones actually people like from like if I perform an open mic.
Yep.
Then if it gets a good response, then I'll perform it at a supporting gig or like something else. And then from that I can hopefully soon I'll be able to like do my own gig sort of thing that I put, sort it out myself, do a like hour set or something, and hopefully I'll be able to get someone supporting me.
Where are you from? You're a local lad, aren't you?
Yeah,
you're from Birmingham.
Yeah, I'm from Birmingham, in Billesley in Birmingham.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's not that far.
Yep.
So it's quite a little quiet area, but it's not much music scene.
Yep.
And then I started speaking to Kevin Nicholson.
Yeah, Kev's a good lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good lad. And he's got me into a lot of stuff with open mics. I'm going to be supporting Coopers soon, hopefully as well. He's got me into a few spots with Mods and Sods.
Yeah, sure.
So it's not that, he's getting me into a lot of stuff. He has helped me out quite a lot.
But it's great having people like Kev, linking up with the young guns, showing you the ropes, putting you on stages with some of the older musicians.
Yeah.
Covers bands are great to have that balance of covers and originals. You have to find that balance because it's always awkward getting people in to original artists that sometimes people say, I've not heard their music, where can I hear their music from? They've heard of the Beatles, they've heard of you, they've heard of the Jam, and you have to find, it's a little bit like a seesaw. It's all about balance, isn't it?
It is hard finding someone that will actually take you under the wing and take you on. Whereas Kev's done an amazing job, not just with me, with a lot of artists, and like that Jane James that was on earlier.
I didn't get her. I'd like to have got an interview. She's really good, and
she was amazing. She was, but again with Kevin Nicholson's helped her.
Yeah.
Because me and her started at the same time.
Okay.
And we both come on leaps and bounds thanks to Kev, because Kev's helped us out with a lot of opportunities.
Yep.
And Kev knows what he's doing because he's been in a situation where he has to go out looking for places to actually perform.
Of course he does.
And as a kid, he couldn't find anywhere.
Yeah.
So now that he's experienced in music industry, whatever, he's able to give that opportunity to youngsters like me and Jane James and all these other artists. He's actually able to go out of his own time and give that opportunity to other people. You can't thank him enough for it.
Yeah.
And he does all those charity events as well, which brings in more people.
Yeah.
So he's a cracking guy, he is.
Yeah. As I say, so integral, so important to have people like Kev, to have venues like the Custard House, to have live venues, to have open microphones, because a lot of kids think so easy. We're going to X Factor, go on the telly, play our music.
It's not
we're going to be
that easy.
millionaires, and it is not the real world.
No,
this is the real world.
You've got to start off small to actually make it big.
Exactly. And them ones that do that and do it the hard way, put the legwork in, do the groundwork. Of course they do. So they last longer as well, mate.
It's like if you look at the likes of what Alexandra Burke's, you don't hear of them now.
You don't hear of them.
And all they ever did was go on X Factor. Whereas if you hear of Stacey Sullivan, who actually went to karaoke's and stuff like that, you actually still hear of her, and Ollie Murs and stuff like that. They actually started off in karaoke's and pubs, and now you still hear of their stuff. Whereas, so it is start small, work your way up. It's not always start from the middle, work your way up. It's always start from the bottom.
As Paul Weller says in his song, from the floorboards up, and that's where you start from there. Work it up, learn your trade.
Exactly.
and I thank you for your time.
It's all right.
Wish you all the very best. Where will you be gigging in Birmingham within the next few months, so we can link up again?
My next one's on the 25th of August at the Red Line in King's Heath.
Okay, yes.
And then the one after that will be at the Adam and Eve on the 31st. I haven't got anything booked for after that, but hopefully some more gigs will come in by then. So.
And who are you with on the King's Heath one at the Red Line?
I'm supporting Mods and Sods. And then on the 31st it's just an open mic at the Adam and Eve, so if anyone's welcome to come down and give it a bash at guitar and singing or just singing, just come down and enjoy a good night of live music.
Brilliant. Cheers, mate.
It's alright.
All the best and really good luck with everything you do.
Thank you.
As it is today. Keep the faith, mate.
Exactly, thank you.
Cheers, pal. Thank you. Cheers.
Sports Radio Music Project.
Joining me now on the show, Sam. Hey, Sam, mate. How are you, Sam? Hey.
All good and lovely, Gabby Capper.
Hey, I was at the Pavilions last night watching you absolutely blast that set. You've got the CD coming out, your album coming out of 12 blinding tracks.
Indeed.
Some of those songs I heard for the first time last night, and I'm tapping my foot and I'm moving it. They are tunes.
Well, some of them we played last night ain't even going on the new album. We've got so many tunes. We've got the Beatles. I'm just pissing them out at the minute. It's mad, but it was a good gig last night. Nice to do one local in Kingshurst, so all the heads, in Kingshurst can come down. Everyone had a good time, right?
But there was
happy days.
There was a theme as well, a sad little bit that you tributed to your late mother as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it was the anniversary of my mother's death. She was 6 years old. God bless her. The chief, as I call her. So, of course, I had to give a little nod to her. Because she loved me doing my music as a kid. I was starting learning guitar and that, and I wrote a song for her, and I remember playing it to her, and she was in tears. I love it. So she wanted me to carry on with my music, and that's why I do it, man. I think I'm doing it in the spirit of the old girl. And she was a massive Weller fan as well, man. She wanted to marry Paul Weller. She couldn't quite get Paul Weller. She ended up with my dad.
Mind you, your dad looks like Paul.
Yeah, exactly. So she's done all right.
Where is he now? Because I'd seen him earlier. He's been giving me a bit of stick with my t-shirt.
He's out there somewhere, man.
So let's have a little bit of a catch up because it's been a while.
It has, yes.
And I do try and come out as much as what I possibly can to all you guys, and me and you, we have a special bond.
Oh, of course.
Because I'd put you on a stage. I want to get you on before I turn my toes up. I want to put you on a stage with Paul Weller.
We'll work on it, man. That'd be nice.
Yeah, absolutely. And when's the is it September time that you're going into the studio and you're going to put your CD together, your album?
We're booked in September the 6th at Highbury Studios in King's Heath. That's where we've done the EP. The producer's proper sound keys. He does work with Ocean Colour Sea and a band called Codaline that are about now, and they're pretty good. So, he knows what he's doing. It's a cosy little studio. So we're in on the 6th of September. Lay it all down and stuff. I just can't. It's like Christmas Eve every day. I can't wait to get out there, just buzzing for it, man. And we got a few little surprises on there as well, which I ain't going into detail, but you'll have to see. When you listen to it.
Well, you can tell me off here because
backhanders.
And as I say, it is exciting times. You're playing here tonight at Keep the Faith.
Yeah, man.
A great little venue, the Custard House, the Magic Custard. You're back on October the 4th, when you've got a double header with the Spitfires.
Yeah, man, that'll be good.
I think you and Billy will get on so well. I think you two are the brightest, bashful youngsters on the circuit.
I've seen them on the net and stuff. I ain't caught them live, but they look live in that. Fair play to them, man. They're a bunch of lads having it.
Exactly.
So I look forward to a good night of a bunch of lads having it.
And that's the thing, Sam. There's so many youngsters now having it and smashing.
And the old geezer playing bass for us. All the young, but he has it, man. He feels young playing. He says to me, he's like, Chris, I feel 18 again playing bass.
I remember him when he was 18.
Madness, isn't it? But good on him, man. You know what I mean? It goes to show you don't have to be a certain age to play music.
Of course you don't.
how old is he? Oh, B.B. King, man, he's still on it. Yeah. In his 80s and stuff.
Well, music's got no kind of sell-by date, has it?
Nah, never, man. You know, there's always fresh music, and you can always come up with fresh music no matter how old you are. You can have blips and stuff when you're like, I'm having a shock of writing songs, and then all of a sudden you can just have a mad, which lately with us, I'm having the time of my life writing songs. I was saying, I feel like with the Beatles just coming up with songs every week, man. It's bizarre, but I've had blips and stuff, and I've been like, oh, not much is happening, and then all of a sudden it all just comes to it's mad. It's hard to explain, but songwriters know.
I'm listening to you and I'm thinking that I'm listening to the Beatles, and they are. People say, Miguel, you're always exaggerating. I don't know, I do over-egg things at times.
No, but I love your enthusiasm, man, fair play.
But I don't with you. I'm actually telling the truth because they are massive tunes.
Thanks.
I mean, like that, I love that Well I'm Sorry Home, because that's about our area. That is Kingshurst.
That's it. Well, I wrote the song because I love Kingshurst.
Yep.
But I need to branch out of Kingshurst to do what I want to do. That's why I'm saying, well, I'm sorry, home, but I've got to go, you know what I mean? You're always in my heart, but it's alright. Yeah. But, just got loads of tunes coming, man. Buzzing, it's great to be alive and having it in a band right now, man. Loving
onwards and upwards to the very, very top. And that's where you're going to go, mate.
Thank you, man. Well, I'm working on it. I hope it all pans out. I mean, it's a tough business, the music business. And there's a lot of very talented, musicians and artists all around the world that are, crying out, listen to me. That's what we're kind of doing as well, But you just got to keep at it, and hence why we're here today. Keep the faith.
Exactly.
Keep the faith and just enjoy yourself while you do it as well.
And that Turn It Up EP, it's going well. You've had plays in Paris, haven't you? Over in
Sweden as well, man.
I know.
Mad. Well, fair play, as long as they like it, you know what I mean? Better than slagging off the record.
Beauty of the internet.
Yeah, it is.
Sharing music.
Exactly. This bloke, Eric Tessier, I think his name is, from France. And he got in touch with us. He was like, I've heard your song, can play it. Oh, Christ, all right, go ahead.
It's superb, brilliant. And on our Biscuit Tin, our Biscuit Boys Biscuit Tin, you are the only artist that's appeared on every one of them.
Sweet, man. Keep playing it, man. But that's all right. Look, Turn It Up, people. I love it to bits. Obviously, I wrote it and that, and we have it when we play it live and stuff. But Yeah, because we only got them 5 songs recorded at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I'm just itching to get back in, get this done, this album. It's good. I'm buzzing my tits off, man. Unreal.
And finally, Love Is By My Side. Where's my Julie tonight?
She's got her mates down from Rotherham, so she's off on a night out. Yeah, fair play to her.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I've got a night off.
That is a funky tune, that is.
Oh yeah, man. I'll have a smart man playing. I'll have a little dance to that. And then like the next song, I'll be completely still. You know, it's a bit bad, but you just feel it when you play that one.
I can feel and I can see a lot of them having a groovy little dance.
Yeah,
in the audience there.
That's all I always say. This one's for the chicks. It's like a nice little soulful song. The girls dig it and that. You know, so.
Especially your aunt, she loves it, doesn't she?
Yeah, they're always up and having a dance. Fair play to them, man. You know, they're supporting us as well. So good on them.
Superb. Sammy, for now, thank you very much. At Sam Rog Music.
Yes.
No D.
No D.
No D. And your website is?
Website's still down at the minute.
Oh, okay.
From last time I spoke to you. Can't be asked to get sorted that.
No.
Facebook, you can find us at Sammy Rogers Music.
Yep.
Or tap in the SRB or facebook.com/ the SRB Brum, all one word. You can find us on there.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah, man.
Cheers, mate. Have a great night. Cheers, Sam.
Turn it up.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for listening. Good night. God bless.
It's a pleasure and a joy for every girl and every boy. Magic custard. Not too bitter, not too sweet. It's a perfect thing to eat. Magic custard. See their faces all aglow. What's the secret? I don't know. Magic custard. I'm just making up the words like all the prophets do, mixing up a melody of love from me to you. Bring your daughter, bring your son, there's enough for everyone. Ooh, magic custard. I'm just making up the words like all the prophets do, trying to mix the melody of love from me to you. It's got sugar, it's got flour, it's got Mother Nature's power. Ooh.